Item Number SCP-1029 Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. 3 copies of SCP-1029 are currently stored on standard CDR media in the secure sections of Foundation libraries at Site and access is permitted only for authorized research into the cause of its effects. Description: SCP-1029 is a 683 by 1024 pixel XF JPEG image file, with MD5 checksum BBB61 A10333967 E337E1C691BD 1C860FE. It depicts a stalk of purple flowers of the species Hyacinthus orientalis. When displayed full-size on a computer monitor and the surface of the screen is gently rubbed with a finger, skin proximity appears to be necessary to trigger a reaction. The flower's distinctive fragrance is released in the manner of a scratch-and-sniff card. Air samples taken while rubbing SCP-1029 induced the perception of the same floral scents when later sniffed by test subjects, suggesting that SCP-1029 has a definite physical rather than purely mental effect. Chemical analysis of air samples is in progress. For the image's unusual response to occur, pixel-for-pixel reproduction of SCP-1029 appears to be necessary, along with color rendition capable of differentiating all the color values present within one image. While most CRT monitors are capable of showing the effect with no specific adjustment, many low-end LCDs, and most panels older than years, have failed to yield a detectable smell. It should, however, be noted that SCP-1029's odor does not vary in strength depending on image quality. It is simply not produced at all if the image will not reproduce within certain parameters. Reducing the image's color depth, rescaling it to a smaller size, or applying any lossy image processing or editing procedure, including JPEG recompression, have been found to produce an image which does not display SCP-1029's anomalous effect. Lossless rotation by a multiple of 90 degrees, lossless conversion to PNG or TIFF format, and cropping of up to pixels off the right edge, or pixels off any other edge of SCP-1029 have been found not to affect the image's properties. Uncorrupted digital copies of the file in any form or medium appear to retain the properties of SCP-1029. In a sense, all such copies are SCP-1029. SCP-1029 was discovered by Agent on a web image gallery at URL on while browsing using a touchscreen computer. Agent noticed the image's reaction to being rubbed, and saved a copy for further study. The full-size original image file, 4752 by 3168 resolution, produced by a 50 camera according to its XF metadata, has also been downloaded from the same site, and does not seem to exhibit the same property as SCP-1029. Thumbnails and other derived images on the same site are also similarly lacking in SCP-1029's effect. Researcher has been tasked with attempting to discover a suitable combination of software and settings which, when applied to this full-size image, reproduce SCP-1029. Agent has been tasked with cracking into the web server, ascertaining the extent of distribution of SCP-1029, and removing SCP-1029 from public view. The file is to be replaced with a recompressed version of SCP-1029, verified not to exhibit any unusual effect. Any logged accesses to SCP-1029's URL are to be traced and contained. The website is to be monitored for any reappearance of SCP-1029. Addendum: while output from inkjet and laser printers, even when carefully calibrated and apparently meeting SCP-1029's criteria, do not display any response to rubbing, dye sublimation prints of SCP-1029 have been found to produce fragrance with little tweaking required. It has been suggested that this is due to the dithering, dottiness of inkjet and laser prints, versus the continuous tone output of the dye sublimation process. Addendum: a correlation between sweat on the skin and odoriferous intensity has been observed. Dr. triggered SCP-1029's effect with an unusually sweaty finger, shortly after an episode of strenuous exercise in the gym. The smell was later described as overpowering. This suggests a phenomenon in which sweat, or some component thereof, is being converted to specific odor molecules. Investigation into this process is ongoing.